And then for some reason, because we're thinking about users and we forget that these people are people, we don't actually prioritize community management, which is responding to people online. So a lot of times we do all this work, we get all these impressions, and then we're like, oh, by the way, sorry, see you later, which is a proxy for how we do everything. Imagine that every single person you're speaking to on social media is not a user or an impression or whatever metric you look at, and try to imagine that they're actually a person. So then all of a sudden you think, hang on, this human being wants something, needs something, and is motivated by something. How can I actually connect with them rather than thinking about users? And when you think about the plural, it's really hard to actually connect with them. So, what's 5 things that this customer that you're imagining might say or do in a typical day? And then when you start thinking like that, something kind of unlocks. And something that I'm still like shocked that most big brands don't do is community management. And this is one of my favorite pieces of social media. Someone has seen your post 12 times, they've clicked on your website, they've liked your content, and then they comment on your photo and say, hey, is this gluten-free? That how progressed that person is in the sales funnel is like, it's huge. So good community management is awesome. I love it. It's one of the most underrated pieces. And guess what? Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the platforms measure how long it takes us to respond to people as brands. So when you just leave them there and then you think, oh, wait a second, this platform wants me to get people to spend more time on it and I don't respond to their comment, what would you do if you were Instagram and you were going to promote someone who did respond to comments or did it organically? And when I'm, watching a TV ad, I can't talk to it. It's a broadcast, not a conversation. But every single social media ad you can post, there's a way in which people can talk to you. So it's really cool to be in this conversation mode, not just in set and forget mode. And when you ask marketing people, like, what's the most important thing on social media? Most marketing people say, oh, we need to engage the audience, or we need to make memorable content. But then when you ask customers what makes a brand really good on social media, the number one element they look for is strong customer service. But also, if you're a business and you're selling t-shirts in a store and someone comes up to you and says, do you have this in my size? And you don't respond to them, what happens? What happens to you there? So why would any other platform be any different?